Aloha today. Welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Crystal Paco, so glad you could join us. Every day they operate with half the manpower they need. That's why prison leadership is looking for alternatives, not only to keep overtime down, but also to ensure safety for all. Here's more. DepCorps Director Tony Lamarana applauds his corrections officers, all 199.
It's not an easy job. Being a corrections officer is not an easy job.
An informational briefing this week revealed only 35 officers report for duty per shift. Ideally, they'd need 303 officers on payroll to man prison operations daily. This week, the prison population was at 690.
When you're at times, because of the manpower shortage, a single officer watching over 40 detainees, remember, these individuals are here as a result of committing a crime. They play with your mind. They play, they intimidate you. And it's a difficult job.
DOC reports they've lost 41 officers in the past year. Though it should be as easy as hiring new officers, their budget only allows them to recruit 4. That's why they're seeking alternatives, including a program that mirrors that of the police reservists and marshal reservists.
We're actually in the final stages of drafting our legislation. It's called the Corrections Officer Reserve Program, the CORE, and so we should be submitting that to the legislature probably by next month.
Though DOC continues to receive assistance from the Guam Police Department, Lamarana says those officers can only work duties that don't subject them to direct contact with prisoners. Currently, 16 Dededo Precinct Command officers are assigned to the prison, doing tasks such as perimeter checks and transport.
A lot of it is safety and security. I mean, if until we can get more officers on board, I mean, in order to ensure the safety and security of our officers and the people in here, we'd like to keep GPD on board as long as possible. The work's very different. I mean, look, even with GPD here, we have to take into consideration their training is very different from our training, and we don't want to put anyone at risk as a result of that. I mean, really the best alternative at this point in time is having the necessary funding to recruit additional officers.
Though prison leadership is in support of electronic monitoring, which could significantly ease the population, KUAM files show the Judiciary of Guam put the brakes on the program as a result of Trump tax cuts.
We support the electronic monitoring because, there are individuals in there who could be released into the community without much, concerns. But, again, if we can get 50 people released, that's pretty much one post.
The head of the High Court will speak before the community this week. Chief Justice Catherine Merriman giving her 2018 State of Judiciary address at the Guam Congress building on Tuesday. Last year, she mentioned how the state of Guam's judiciary is sound and was also in the process of hitting the refresh button. She highlights then what's working and what needed work to include the judiciary's strengths. The address is set to begin at 9 a.m. in the session hall of the Guam Congress building in Hagåtña. A string of social media posts of bugs and other unappetizing ingredients didn't close down restaurants this week. However, it did prompt public health officials to respond. Carmen Terlahi has the story.
It's a trend to take selfies of your food for social media. The past week, those Insta food pics contained some unappetizing ingredients. A Band-Aid found in spinach from the Ramby's at the Micronesian Mall, and a bug in a pasta at Capricciosa at Royal Orchid in Tumon are just some of many social media posts that have gone viral. Public Health promptly responded to these most recent complaints, but did not find enough to close these restaurants.
We didn't confirm it. According to the person in charge, it might have came from one of the bags of the vegetables that they use. But we didn't confirm any bugs or any insects of what they have in their storage.
Mary Lou Scroggs, Public Health Officer, Administrator for the Bureau of Inspection, says it's challenging when the public posts on their personal online pages.
That's the challenge that we have, that complaints posted or made on social media, sometimes we don't receive it on time. So those complaints that posted or made on social media, we might not be able to timely respond.
Currently, the Division of Environmental Health has over 80 complaints to follow up. Scroggs says they prioritize complaints based on, quote, its immediate threat to health. But the shortage of manpower delays the process.
We don't have all the resources. We don't have enough staff to just do everything.
Call before you post. Officials say you can even bring your food to the Department of Environmental Health here in Dededo so they could address the issue in a timely manner.
They can contact us at 735-7221 or send or file their complaint on our email.
Then they'll verify to ensure your food is safe to eat. Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
It's one huge celebration of culture, and it's just days away. With details about the upcoming 30th Annual Guam Micronesia Island Fair, here's Sabrina Salas Matanani.
Former Governor Joseph Atta was serving as the island's chief executive when the very first Guam Micronesia Island Fair was held. He said events like this are vital in the perpetuation of the island's culture.
Back then when the first Guam Micronesia Island Fair was created, the Guam District Bureau and Chamber of Commerce was very much involved in starting it off. And I've never seen so much interest and passion that we have now with Guam District Bureau in really promoting it, allowing our people in the islands to show their heritage and culture.
GVB President and CEO Nate Denight says he remembers going to the fair when he was a child, and he's now in a position to further its growth. The fair has now been extended to 5 days and will coincide with celebrating a major milestone for the Guam Museum.
The museum will be opening up, having the ribbon cutting next week. Yes, on May 3rd. So our fair opens up on Wednesday night, and then the museum will open up. I got a little bit of a sneak peek of the permanent exhibit, and I was just blown away. So, I think we have this fantastic, capital city of Hagåtña.
Some of the new features of the fair include a half-a-day pledge Nenny's booth, which will allow children to sign up, a cultural fashion show, arts and crafts, and a Heineken beer garden. Additionally, Mario Borja from Sekmen Chamorro will be on hand to promote the island's seafaring traditions. The theme of this year's event is We Are Micronesia. Visitors will be able to experience the cultures of Guam, CNMI, Palau, Yap, Kosrae, Pohnpei, Chuuk, and the Republic of the Marshall Islands.
At the core of this is our island, our people. And We Are Micronesia is a befitting way because every one of us lived in this Micronesian area, this area we call Micronesia. And we identify one way or the other, whether it be Chamorro or Chuukese or Palau and any of the ethnicities and the islands from which we hail. But we're so much more than that. We have dreams for our children and our families. We want them to embrace and carry on that legacy.
The 30th Annual Guam Micronesia Island Fair kicks off at the Paseo in Hagåtña on Wednesday, May 2nd at 5 p.m. The opening ceremony is scheduled for 6 o'clock. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas Matanani.
Local telecommunications company IT&E is celebrating its 10th year anniversary under the current ownership with a new rebranding campaign. The company also announced several new product offerings as it continues to keep pace with the highly innovative and fast-paced industry. Nestor Lacanto has this week's Business Matters report.
Business Matters. IT&E has been in business here for more than 35 years and was bought by the Philippines-based Delgado family in 2008. Company president and CEO Jim Orlerton says the rebranding is part of IT&E's recommitment to providing customers with access to the latest in technology.
We have lots of new expansions going on, both in the LTE networks, but also in our preparation for future 5G deployments here on Guam. And in the CNMI, we're continuing to expand our network, both our landline network as well as our cellular services. We'll be offering some interesting new over-the-top media solutions as well as enhanced indoor coverage and other network enhancements and lowering roaming costs for the exploration of markets outside of Guam and the CNMI.
More and more mobile data is driving the wireless industry, and IT&E Director of Marketing and Product Development Angela Rosario says the company is responding.
With our daily lives, everybody's concerned about data. Everybody's concerned about their bucketed data. What we've done is we've launched the truly unlimited 4G LTE data plan, which we've coined as Freedom. With Freedom, you get unlimited LTE data on your cellular phone. There's no buckets, there's no throttling, there's no caps. You can just use it truly unlimited to stream, to do whatever you need, to go on Facebook, do Facebook Live. And it's permanent. It's here to stay. It's not a promo. It's something that we've decided that we're going to do. We've invested so much in this network and we want you to use it.
The John Dang Show.
The company also unveiled a new rebranding campaign that includes a new original theme song composed by popular local band The John Dank Show. The theme, says IT&E Senior Manager of Brand and Public Relations Danny Daniel, is centered around the new tagline, Explore Your World.
What we wanted to do is we wanted to kind of bring that to light, and we wanted to focus and concentrate on the things that we were already doing well so we can get even better at them. And we decided that by creating a tagline that was going to kind of invoke the spirit of adventure and discovery and even rediscovery, we were going to articulate our promise to our customers that we were going to give them the products and services so they could explore their world.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
The talk is out about the upcoming gubernatorial debate. Nick Delgado has more on what you need to know in this week's Decision Watch.
A debate on decolonization.
It's a debate that will include all 5 of our gubernatorial candidates. It'll be the first debate of the season, and it's going to focus on topics toward decolonization.
Amanda Shelton, who is also running for senator, is the co-chair of the One Guam gubernatorial debate. The discussion plans to offer voters a rare opportunity to compare the candidates' positions side by side. The University of Guam Graduate Candidates for the Master of Public Administration is spearheading the initiative. This collaborative effort, officials say, also brings together UOG's Regional Center for Public Policy and the Guam Commission on Decolonization.
Guam, as a territory of the United States, has been a colonized territory for many years, and the people of Guam have never had the right to exercise, or never had the opportunity to exercise their right to decolonize and to move towards self-determination. So our class is really passionate about the issue, and we want to bring the issue to the forefront and help bring awareness to it and to see where our next leader of our island will stand on this issue.
Shelton saying this is their way of making a difference in the community and being engaged in the place we call home.
Decolonization can affect every sector of our society, our cultural component, our economy, social issues, and how we decide to live out our political destiny will impact all of those parts of our lives. So whatever we choose to do as a people will, affect our future.
The questions will not be provided in advance to the candidates. The One Guam gubernatorial debate is on Tuesday night, May 8th at the University of Guam Fieldhouse. You can grab tickets now at All Shell Foodies location, the UOG bookstore at the Student Center building, and online at Eventbrite. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi Nick Delgado.
Stay tuned, more when Weekend Edition returns.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming of KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Half the day, I'm in the club.
Half a day, welcome to Two Lovers Point.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
If you get nervous about having dental treatment, you're not alone. An estimated 35 million adults experience anxiety or nervousness at the simple thought of visiting the dentist. As your dentist, I strive to make your visit as painless or pain-free as possible. And I frequently tell my patients that in the 21st century, if we can give you medicines to put your tooth to sleep or medicines to take an infection or toothache away, we can surely give you something to help relax you and take all fear away. No one ought to sit in a dental chair thinking of bad childhood memories or fearing injections. If you're a dental coward, but you really do want your teeth fixed, don't wait until the pain is killing you. Come in, tell us your fears, and set up an appointment. We have convinced many that dental treatment doesn't need to be scary anymore. For your helpful dental minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. You shall never know all the good a simple smile can do.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
Here's this week's Trend Spotting with Asha Robles.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Trend Spotting. Here's what caught your eye on social media this week. A house fire in Dedido on Wednesday last week left 31 people without a home. While the family was unharmed, the fire consumed all their belongings. They are looking to the community now for help so they can rebuild. If you would like to donate, please call 987-6493 or visit the Dedido Mayor's office. Many offered their prayers and inquired about where donations could be made. _Tiwer on IG also extended some support, saying, quote, I also lost my home to a fire about a year ago. We approached Red Cross and our local mayor's office, and they offered so much help. Know what it is like to lose everything. So happy to see so many offering help to a family in need, unquote. On Thursday, Chris Barnett revealed insight into how much members of the legislature were spending on various goods, ranging from furniture to iPads and TVs. Viewer response was split down the middle. Julia Fagurger stated, why aren't they fighting for higher wages for people getting paid minimum wages to match the high cost of living? So we can at least sit on even rented chairs from Dial Rent to Own or take pictures of our kids' accomplishments for memories with high-tech cameras and not with our cell phones, and eat a juicy steak. Not buy quarter-leg chicken because it's all we can afford to buy with our minimum wages, and live on a paycheck-to-paycheck salary. In contrast, many felt the spending was justified, as did Joe Balafis. He stated, people shouldn't complain because they are allocated money for their office budgets for a reason. They shouldn't have to use their personal funds or items for their office or other things. The amount of work these guys do compared to the paltry sums they are paid is ridiculous. At just about every function on Guam, whether it be a wedding, rosaries, or funerals, there is generally a senator present, and generally speaking, it's on their own time. People need to lighten up and realize that with extra responsibility comes a little bit of reward. I really think to a large degree these folks are taken for granted. That's all for this week. Keep those likes, comments, and engagement coming. I'm Asha Robles with Trend Spotting. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Asha. When we return, your Guam Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week.
In this divided world, there are still things that unite us. Great music, thrilling games, and the love for that perfect burger. Ruby Tuesday Guam for the Love of Burgers menu. For a limited time, get an amazing burger for just $11.99. Lunchtime at Ruby Tuesday Guam.
Our mighty SUV mega sale is going on now at Cars Plus, and you're going to save big with cash back on every purchase. Get to Cars Plus and shop our great selection of Hyundai Santa Fe's, Tucsons, and the all-new Kona, Guam's most affordable SUV. Or our full line of Jeeps, like a new Jeep Renegade, save $6,000, or a new Jeep Cherokee, save $4,500 with rates as low as 1.99% APR for qualified buyers. It's Cars Plus, mighty SUV mega sale. Cars Plus, driven by you.
We're celebrating our 135th anniversary today, both in the outlying regions on which we hub and also here in Guam itself. It means so much to our team here in Guam. It means a lot to us in the Matson management team, because what it says is we're here to stay. It's a real physical manifestation of our commitment to this region. It's so important that we hire locally, we develop talent locally, we train locally. What's been a wonderful addition to our approach there is that many of the people who started off in Guam have gone off into significant leadership roles elsewhere in the company.
This is our headquarters here in Guam in Micronesia. And when we talk about putting down our roots, it's not just doing business, it's about everything we do with our friends, our customers, and our employees. I believe that nobody can replicate what we do, and that's why we have such a great team and such a great service and why we're successful. This is our home, this is our life, and we're happy to make a difference in everyone else's life.
Howdy, everybody, and welcome back. Sergeant Paul Tapau is here.
Night, unusual traffic coming in and from various directions and stuff, and different people coming in your neighborhood. This is something that we need to pay attention to, and this is something that we need to take notice of. And the beautiful thing about utilizing the Crime Stoppers program, again, we practice full anonymity, 477 HELP. We don't use caller ID. We don't record the conversation, and we never ask you for your name. You can visit our website at guam.crimestoppersweb.com, submit a tip. You can do it in the comforts in your home and the safety in your confines of your home. And again, you know, we know the risks associated with this particular drugs or any other drugs, and that's why the best ally that you can have is full anonymity.
Mm-hmm. Very reassuring. So does cocaine have to do with this week's Crime of the Week?
Yes, this is just a simple PSA informing our constituents, our fellow Guamanians about what's really going on and how they can help and how they can provide information to help our local and our federal counterparts.
All right, everybody, here is the 411 on what you need to know.
The Guam Crime Stoppers is reaching out to the community for their help. With the recent discovery of over 6 pounds of cocaine washing up on our shores within the past 2 months and the arrest of individuals in possession of cocaine, the Guam Crime Stoppers is reaching out for assistance. We are asking if anyone has any information that can help our local and federal investigators relative to the discovery of cocaine. You're encouraged to call our 24-hour hotline and submit a tip at 477-HELP or online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment.
Sarge, as always, we really, really appreciate it. So what's the online means that people can contact you again? Because we're getting a lot of feedback, and they're like, wow, I never knew that we can actually submit our stuff online, day or night. It's always very helpful.
So that's our P3.com software, and it's used nationwide with the Crime Stoppers USA. The platform is designed to filter out on any information that may link back to the tipster. So it really is. It's encrypted. There's no way in which anybody can identify where that message or where that tip is coming from, and it's protected. In the event where an investigator is asking for more information, they cannot pop up that information. I can't even get the information. The beautiful thing about it is that when you go online and you visit guam.crimestopperswet.com, we can actually correspond, and if I need more information, it sends you back an email or an alert that will show that, hey, we're asking more questions. Can you provide more detailed information? Is there any weapons? What type of vehicle they carry, are they driving? What type of weapons are they carrying? So it helps us, and it helps prepare our investigators in the event they initiate the investigation and they execute the search warrant. And the discovery of drugs and firearms is what we're seeing more often now in the news. So we want to prepare our investigators and keep them safe.
All right. Well, Paul, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me.
And see you next week.
Thank you.
And we will see you after this.
Our mighty SUV mega sale is going on now at Cars Plus, and you're going to save big with cash back on every purchase. Get to Cars Plus and shop our great selection of Hyundai Santa Fe's, Tucsons, and the all-new Kona, Guam's most affordable SUV. Or our full line of Jeeps, like a new Jeep Renegade, save $6,000, or a new Jeep Cherokee, save $4,500 with rates as low as 1.99% APR for qualified buyers. It's Cars Plus, mighty SUV mega sale. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Summer's right around the corner, but first shift into spring with Triple J. With 0 down, 1.9% financing, and easy trade-in, now is the time to buy. Get into our big boy truck, the Ford F-150, starting at $217 per paycheck. Car and Driver's 10 Best Mazda CX-9 at $242 per paycheck. The Mazda 3 Sedan at only $137 per paycheck. Or the North American Car of the Year, the 2018 Honda Accord at only $216 per paycheck. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Happy birthday, Jaylee Payne Babalta Jones. Happy 7th birthday, Jaylee Boo from the family. Happy birthday, Annalicia F. Rosario. And to you, Chloe Meno, happy birthday. And you, Haigui Rojas, happy birthday. Last but not least, happy birthday, Haven Kalia Camacho Torres, coming from the Guahan Soldier family and your Skip families. Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date. That's all the time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E.
Day. I'm Peter Duenas, corporate chef and owner of Mezcla Restaurants. Join me in my quest for culinary inspiration and some of the best flavors around. This is my food obsession. Just got into Osaka, Japan. Change some money and get some yen. We're gonna take a train and head over to Namba, where we'll be staying. Namba is known as the kitchen of Japan, so we're looking forward to a great trip, great food. Come with us and let's check it out. We are in food lovers heaven. Of course, Namba is known for their nightlife, their shopping, entertainment. But if you're a food lover like me, it's the place to be. We're here at the Doltonbury here in Namba, and I'm telling you, there's